The book of Genesis, chapter 29. So Jacob continued his journey and arrived in the land of the east. And there he saw a well in a field, and 3 flocks of sheep were lying down nearby. And the shepherds were there, but they were tending the sheep. So Jacob said to them, "My brothers, where are you from?" And they said, "From Haran." And he said, "Do you know Laban, the brother of my mother Rebekah?" And they said, "We do. And look, his daughter Rachel is here with the sheep." Then Jacob said, "Here, let me roll the stone away from the mouth of the well so that I can water the sheep." So Jacob rolled it away, and he kissed her and wept. And Rachel said, "Why are you kissing me?" And he said, "I am your relative, the son of your aunt Rebekah." Then Rachel ran and told her father, Laban, and he came out to Jacob, and they welcomed each other. And he invited him to come and stay. And when it was evening, it was summertime. And Jacob stayed in the open space, or the courtyard. And Laban said to him, "You are my brother, my father's brother's son, so stay with me. And today we will celebrate with you, and you shall tell me all about your journey." Then they celebrated, and Jacob stayed there a month. After a month, Laban said to Jacob, "What wages do you want? Tell me now." Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. And Leah's eyes were lovely, but Rachel was beautiful in appearance. And Jacob loved Rachel, and he said to Laban, "Give me Rachel as a wife, and I will serve you 7 years for her." And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than to any other man. So serve me 7 years, and you shall have her as a wife." So Jacob served 7 years. But they seemed like few days to him because he loved Rachel. And when the time came that Laban should give him his daughter, Rachel, he tricked him and gave him Leah. And Jacob awoke in the morning and saw that it was Leah. And he said to Laban, "What have you done to me? I asked for Rachel, not Leah." And Laban said, "It cannot be that I give you Leah, my older daughter, for you have treated her younger sister, Rachel, unjustly. First, the older must marry, then the younger. Or is our custom different from that of the land of your fathers?" And Jacob said, "It is true, but Rachel is the one I loved. I served 7 years for her, and you have deceived me." And Laban said, "It was not done in this way in our land. You shall not have Rachel also, unless you serve me 7 more years." And Jacob agreed, and he married Rachel a week later. And Jacob continued to serve his father-in-law. Now, Jacob loved Rachel more than Leah. And the Lord saw that Leah was not loved, and he blessed her and opened her womb. But Rachel's womb was closed. So Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, "Surely the Lord has looked on my affliction, and my husband will love me now." But Jacob still loved Rachel more than Leah, and Leah conceived again and bore a son. And she called his name Simeon. And she said, "He has heard that I am not loved, and so he has given me a second son." Yet Jacob still did not love Leah. And she conceived again and bore a third son, and she called his name Levi. And she said, "Now my husband will be attached to me because I have borne him 3 sons. But he still did not love her. So Leah conceived again and bore a 4th son, and she called his name Judah. And she said, "This time my husband will love me, for I have borne him for sons." And Jacob did not know that it was God who had opened Leah's womb.